If you're someone who suffers from burning acid reflux and GERD every single day and you can have a natural remedy to fix your problem, this video is for you. As someone who suffered with GERD and acid reflux for many years, I know just how miserable it can be when you have that burning acid reflux bothering you every single meal, every single day, and you've tried everything out there and nothing is working. But yes, I'm here to tell you that your problem can actually be fixed. But no, it's not going to be fixed with omeprazole. It's not going to be fixed by cutting out the foods that you like, and it won't even be fixed by acid reflux surgery, which doesn't always work, but it can be cured. And in this video, we're going to talk about why GERD and acid reflux is actually not caused by too much acid, but what's actually causing your problem, the top 3 causes of GERD that have nothing to do with what you're eating, and I'm going to show you how to fix them with some simple herbs you probably have heard of. And at the end, I'm going to give you some super simple tips that you can apply every single day to keep your system strong so you don't get these problems again in the future. Now, you've probably been told that your acid reflux is caused by an overproduction or too much acid. But the problem isn't too much acid, the problem is acid in the wrong place. It should be in your stomach and it's now in your esophagus, causing the burning. And that's because you have something interfering with what we call the LES, or the lower esophageal sphincter. Now, I don't think that muscle is lax or broken or dysfunctional, which is probably what you've been led to believe. In fact, I don't think involuntary muscles get lazy. Imagine if your heart suddenly got lazy or your eyelids suddenly got lazy and stopped closing. You wouldn't say, oh, there's something wrong with that muscle, it's not working. You'd say something's interfering with that muscle doing its job. In fact, I only think that there are 2 possible times that you could have an excess production of acid. One of them is if you try to stop your PPI medication like omeprazole too quickly, and you get what's called RAHS, which is rebound acid hypersecretion, where your body goes into overdrive after it's been suppressed for so long. The other time you can have an excess of acid that's temporary is if you catch an H. pylori bacterial infection and your body tries to increase its acid production to kill it. And we're going to talk more about H. pylori in a second because it is a real serious problem for a lot of people with reflux. So if you don't have too much acid, you have acid in the wrong place. What's causing it to be in the wrong place? H. pylori or Helicobacter pylori is a contagious bacteria that can infect the walls of the stomach. It burrows itself into your stomach and releases an enzyme called urease. And urease acts like a bicarbonate and actually increases the pH levels of your stomach, which makes it less acidic. It also weakens the stomach lining, which is one of the reasons it can lead to a stomach ulcer. H. pylori has also been shown to interfere with the lower esophageal sphincter by creating pressure inside the stomach, pushing up into the esophagus, which is why I think H. pylori is one of the biggest causes of a hiatal hernia. Now, that combination of interference with the lower esophageal sphincter plus delayed emptying